this works. Yeah, I haven't uploaded in a while, so I figured let's give the Go Live thing a try. It's been a couple weeks of doing nothing but round bale, and quite frankly, I'm getting sick of round baling, so I imagine people are getting sick of watching me round bale. So I gotta go check some straw, and I figured we'll give Go Live a shot. I probably should have waited till it was actually there, but that's what back roads are for. So yeah, we're gonna go check out the straw, and hopefully it's dry enough to bale tomorrow, and my feelings won't be hurt if it's not dry enough to bale tomorrow, because I'm getting pretty sick of round baling, so we'll see. Otherwise, it's just a nice little night for a drive and checking out some crops, and they're actually all looking pretty good considering the pretty rough start to the year we had. I don't know if there's a way to flip around. Up there it is. Come here. There we go. I can get the truck to shut up. Corn ain't looking too bad. We'll see how that turns out. The outside rows are always kind of ugly because for some reason we don't like to spray to the outside rows. But yeah, it's all there. We got a ways out here, but we'll get there. Yeah, so if I edit a video and I walk through and I watch it and I say this guy's boring, I just can the whole video, because I wouldn't expect to watch somebody that's not interesting, so I don't make videos that aren't interesting. All about quality over quantity. This is some quality content right here, just driving around. Getting closer. Probably should have waited to start this. We'll see. This stuff got raked up yesterday and it's been laying for a few days, so I don't know. The stuff I've been baling the last couple days was borderline too wet to bale dry, but we baled it dry. Stop it. This is all some nice stuff. That wasn't combine because it was getting late. And that's actually really dry. Cool. I call that dry. Yeah, we'll go with that. That stuff's dry. And that's about as heavy as I think anything out here is going to be, so good enough for me. Oh, I got a comment, and of course, shifting. Just give me a second, I'll read that. And make it back out of here. Oh, and it went away. Wait. Live chat. So who do you guys send your milk to, and what are you getting now 8 days for milk? So we actually send our milk to Foremost, and off the top of my head, I think we're sending about 14 to 16,000 pounds every other day. Don't ask me what that average is, and honestly, don't even ask me how many cows we're milking right now, because this year has been absolutely busy with haying. We started one farm, worked through, I think there's like 6 total with varying acreage at each one, so it's basic. Usually if we get a nice little streak with no rain, especially wrapping hay so we don't have to let it dry, we can start through in 2 weeks of all day, every day, be done with haying. But this year it's been pretty stretched out, which right now I just wrapped up baling third crop at the last farm, and pretty much fourth crop at the home farm is ready to go. So there's windows in between each farm, which ain't a bad thing, because that means rain held us up in between, which means we got rain, so I can't complain there. Yeah, thanks for the question. I appreciate that, because that fills in a giant void in these videos that I had no idea what to do in between. Like, this stuff is probably a few weeks out here, and it'll get up the road a little bit. These are beans on the right side of the road here. Not looking too shabby, and these ain't even anywhere near the best ones. Here's some more, and I noticed these ones the last couple weeks, they're getting pretty weedy, but they are good and tall. I'd like to see that. And they're really filling up with pods right about now. Everything's looking pretty good. Can't complain. Leanie says hi, Dad. I say hi, Leanie. And Dale, yeah, I think I'm actually in your neck of the woods. Says corn is looking awesome. The beans, these ones look a little short, but still got all their leaves, so they might be growing a little bit yet. This is about the flattest farm we farm. And honestly, it should probably just all go into all hay, or not hay, corn, because, oh, there's some deer there. Isn't that pretty? Oh, there's a little buck. Crazy. Never know what you're gonna get. But yeah, that farm back there should really just go into all corn and beans, because we have so much hay ground, which means we got way too much hay. And yeah, we could really probably scale back on the hay ground, but you kind of got to go with the hay and the corn to keep the buffer strips up, and just keeping everything, all the soil in place. And yeah, there's definitely not a lot about flat where we are. And my chat keeps hiding here. Yeah, we really got rain exactly when we needed it, and I'm really hoping we get a little more just to help the beans out and the corn. It'll probably be a blink of an eye, and we'll be chopping corn here shortly. Live. Like I said, this is my first live. We'll see how this goes. I already like this a lot better than making video, I tell you that much right now. Well, I slip up over my own words, which usually happens quite a bit. Luckily, that farm is only about 5 miles from home, so. There's a picture of the big valley that probably a good chunk of my videos come from, down in there. Right down in there, all that. and all that is some high-powered, sweet quality hay. This right here is about the best ground you'll find, because this ground is the easiest to get to in the middle of winter with manure spreaders. So this has more manure on it than just about anywhere. Well, I guess the one field we'll get to up here does, but this ground sees a lot. And I got another comment that I can't read. Come on. Yeah, this part of the state is, it keep you on your toes at least. I was about the steepest ground we farm today around baling hay, and I said a lot of words just trying to keep a round bale where it should be. I didn't lose any though, so that's all that counts. And we drop over the hill here. Yeah, it is a challenge. It takes a lot of practice. Especially we got a different baler a couple years ago. At least with the New Holland balers, I will say, they came out of the baler straight, so that helped. And with the Vermeer, they just kind of go wherever the hell they want to, so that doesn't help nothing. But yeah, these are about the best beans. And I don't want to say anywhere, because there's probably someone who has better beans, but once we get through this weedy part here, these are about the best beans I've seen anywhere. And yeah, a lot of cow manure made these beans what they are. We'll go take a look, because I could tell you how tall these are and you wouldn't believe me. And of course I walk in probably the shortest part of the field, but that's okay. Get in here ways. So yeah, they're about right about hip high and just filled with pods. So hopefully we get a little rain to help fill those out. Yep. I'm not a botanist, so maybe it's already too late to get some rain and they're done growing. I don't know. I don't know much. Those are pretty good looking beans. Which is funny, because I'm actually not even a fan of beans. Especially around here, because beans don't hold the soil at all. So we got to be really careful about where we plant them. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of beans, but I'm a big fan of these beans. That's the wrong gear. I got too many stick shift trucks, and of course reverse is not in the same place in any of them. I shouldn't say I got a lot, I got two. But reverse is not in the same place in either of them, which just sucks. One thing I am is the world's greatest backer upper driver though. We'll head back to the farm before I close this out, because there's one thing that hasn't been on camera yet that I'm pretty excited about, and every time I try to sit down and make a video about it, I hate it, so it doesn't see the light of day. And hopefully I can hold this stream when I drop down the little dip right before the farm. We shall see. This will be the little bonus for anybody watching this live. You'll get to see something that hasn't been on there yet. Why are there two front cameras that switched to? I don't like that. There you go. Well, coming up on the farm now. Luckily, all the cows are inside the fence, so that's a plus. They like getting out. And you know, if you got cows in the fence, you're gonna have cows out of the fence. That's how it goes. The driveway could use a little bit of smoothing out there. Let's see what I got in the shed here. Oh, that's not first. That's not first. I don't trust that. There you go. We found it. The poor white's been sitting there pretty much all summer. It's got not even a little, it's got a lot of a hydraulic leak under there, and yeah, it's not even on the stick anymore. It all leaked out. That's why she hasn't been in any videos. So that's onto my to-do list, which I haven't gotten around to. And instead of just working on stuff I already have, we decided, hey, let's go get something else to work on. So, a little sneak peek. Yeah. We decided to go pick up another 2150. And it is a little rough on the eyes, but the thing absolutely runs like a dream. And that's not even the coolest part. Coolest part is this interior. Looks like it is straight out of the 70s. Nothing wrong with it, except for the AC doesn't work, so I gotta figure something out with this. It's even got the original muffler on it. I mean, come on. And on top of all that, if that wasn't enough, it's got no 3-points. It's just got a big heavy drawbar on it for pulling manure tanks. It's like it was made for this. So this is the next project coming here. Hopefully over winter. We'll see. It's gonna be put through its paces here this fall into winter, and then if it turns out to be a good one, we'll definitely treat it right. It's got this fuel tank here that is actually, I'm going to pull off it and put on that other one because I really don't like the big fuel tank that one has on it. So it's actually not even hooked up right now. That's what's supposed to go on it. So I got something to do all winter. We'll see how warm it stays in here. I'm a 2150 collector. I am. And I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure with 3 running 2150s on the farm, I may have the largest private collection of running 2150s, dare I say, in the world. I got number 4. That's on the same farm that the other one came from. I got first dibs on that if they ever want to sell it. So that'll put me up to 4. But yeah, I just love these things. It's got an engine in it like a freight train. I mean, 9.6 liters. They're just a cool tractor. I really like them. But I think I'm gonna wrap that one up there. That was 20 minutes. Holy crap! Not too bad, but I suppose that's what happens when I just drive around the whole time. But yeah, you got a little sneak peek. I tried out live. I honestly like this a lot more than actually making videos. It takes a little bit of work, not a lot, but it's definitely a hassle, and most of the times I don't have two hands and what have you. But I guess thanks for watching, and maybe we'll do this again sometime. And actually, I was gonna go out back, but 20 minutes is enough. We'll call it good here, and maybe this weekend or something we'll go check the crops out back, because fourth crop is knocking on the door, and a little bit more to see out there. Thanks for watching.